What's up, guys? So I've had one viewer ask me, how do I make PEX pipe detents? This is how you do it. I learned this from Sean from Less Lethal for Dummies. So this is my generation 2 detent. It's been fine. I've shot this thing 700 sometimes. It's been working great. I have not had to replace the detent yet. But my Gen 1s, they had really crappy detents. And these are the Gen 1 detents that were in my Gen 1 HDP50s. This thing, Generation 1. So this will work for either of those generations. Doesn't matter which one you have. But this was the my detent from the Gen 1. You can see it's almost like see-through. Let me turn on my light. It's just like really crappy silicone kind of like rubber material. It's really crappy. It tore really fast. This is the other one. It doesn't even have any of that excess that it should. So these are them side by side, but these are toast. These are done. A couple companies sell these where you could just buy a replacement one, but if you want to make your own, I bought this giant piece of pipe from the hardware store. This big old piece of pipe. It was one big long piece. It was like 8 feet long or 10 feet long or something. This is half inch pipe. That's PEX pipe. It's used in houses. It's kind of like flexible PVC. And these are my finished PEX pipe detents. So what you need is a drill. You need a drill, and you need a step drill. So you cut off maybe like a 4-inch long piece of that pipe from there. Cut off like this much. It doesn't matter. You can cut off this much. You can cut off maybe at minimum like this much, like a finger's length. Cut off about that much because you don't want to. It's just easier to work with if you cut a longer piece. It doesn't have to be super long. Just maybe cut off like that long of a piece, or like the length of a small screwdriver handle, like a 4-inch piece of pipe. You don't need to cut off all kinds, but cut off a good little section. And get your step drill. This goes up to 3/4 of an inch. The max right here, 3/4, and it starts at a 1/4 inch. So what you do is you cut a piece of that pipe, and then let me try to put this down really quick. I don't have my tripod out here right now. Let's see, that might work, maybe. So you cut a piece of that pipe, you get your step drill, you get the pipe, and this is spinning on the drill, and you cut it till about the 5/8 section. So once you get to about here, you stop cutting 5/8. Once you get to about there, stop the drill, and just clean this out as best as you can with this drill. So if this was not cut yet, it'd just be like a longer piece, and just keep cutting it till you get to the 5/8 mark. I don't know what this would be metric, but what I have is this. So you cut that, and then you have your PEX pipe, and you basically need to size it up to the barrel. So you might need another Dremel bit. I don't have my Dremel with me. It's just like a small small drill that you can use to clean out the inside a little bit. So you want this to be able to fit on the barrel, like so. And you need this side to be a little bit bigger so that you can fit a ball in there. You don't want the ball to go through really easily. You want it to have a little bit of a snug fit, but it doesn't have to be like super tight. And basically whatever ammo you plan on using the most with your HDP50, size it up to that ammo. So you need to use that step drill to start the beginning cut it out. And what I did is I used a Dremel, which is just like a rotary tool, and I got like a bit, and I was just cleaning the inside a little bit better, and I was also cleaning this the back edge. I was cleaning this a little bit so that I could fit the aluminum rounds through this really easily. So depending what ammo you're using, these are really big. These are 12.7 millimeter nylon balls. This is the biggest ammo I have for 1/2 inch. These are about 12.5 millimeters. So that's kind of like one of the smaller sizes. This is about 12.5 or 12.4 millimeters. This is a nylon ball. T4E quick access ball, that white one. This is from Amazon. This is about 12.6 millimeters from Lambid, the Lambid store. So from smallest to largest, small, medium, large. So this is the back end of that PEX pipe. This is the part that's pretty important. So this will fit through pretty easily. It'll pop through. That's the smallest round. This is the Alien Play aluminum ball. It's about 12.5 millimeters. So it doesn't need that much pressure to push through. And that's what you want. You want your smallest round to be able to go through this, but not to be like super hard to push through. You want it to be like somewhat easy to push through. This is the 12.6. So all these fit through this really easily. I haven't replaced my Gen 2 Detent yet, but my Generation 1s, they both have this detent, this pipe detent. So that was 12.6 millimeters. This is 12.7 millimeters. These are 8.4 gram steel balls, slingshot ammo. So this one goes through. It's a little bit tougher to push through, but it works. I have made a detent fit this, but then, you know, this 12.7 millimeter ball. But if I try to run this through it, it just kind of falls through really easily. So you gotta pick a size. I just go with the smallest ball, which is pretty much this one or this one, and they fit through that pretty easily. You have to push a little bit, but not too hard. So just pick whatever ammo you're mainly using, mainly planning to use with your detent, and you should be able to push it through pretty easily, like sort of easily. It doesn't have to just fall through. The whole point of this is to not let the ball roll out the barrel before you pull the trigger, because that will happen with, this is the broken one. This just falls through the barrel. This just falls through the barrel. Like it doesn't even stop it. This one kind of works, but it's obviously damaged. So it kind of stopped them, but it will just fall through really easily. Like I was having like double feeding and like just a bunch of dumb stuff happening with my Generation 1s. But the ones I have that are green, the Gen 1s, I have 2 Gen 1s, they have this type of detent in it. And I've shot it a bunch of times and it works perfectly fine. So I think Home Defense 24 sells these detents, like good ones, not shitty ones like this. And I think they're like $10 maybe. So you can order them online. But if you want to make your own, you're going to be able to make, I don't know, I just exaggerate, but you can probably make about 100 of them with this. You just need to take some time to drill it out with this bad boy up to the 5/8 mark right there, 5/8, and then get a Dremel or another type of tool to clean out, basically to size this a little bit better and to clean this part out so that it can fit the barrel, because this needs to fit in here and then it needs to fit in here. So if I wanted to, I could put this in here right now and it would work perfectly fine on my Gen 2. But what I'm trying to do right now is see how many shots my factory Generation 2 detent will go through before it turns into one of these piles of crap. So right now it's not looking like it's going to, but you can see the difference in that material. This is the Gen 2 one, and these are the Gen 1 detents. So you can see this is like black, not see-through. These are kind of see-through and they're kind of gray. They're really like spongy. And this black one, the Generation 2 Detent, is much better. So the whole, yeah, you just want to make one of these if yours breaks. If yours is working fine, you don't need to make this or do anything like this. But if yours breaks, you're going to need to make a new one or buy one. So that's how you do it. Use a drill and a step drill, cut it out to the 5/8 mark, and then use a different drill bit or a rotary tool and carve out this part so it fits on the barrel easier. And then carve out a little bit on this side so that you can fit your ammo through here. So I'll show you all these pushing through the barrel. This is the white one, smallest ammo kind of that I have. So I'm pushing it. It goes through pretty, that was a little bit tough. But I feel like this metal one goes through really easily. And I have another one. I forgot which one fit better because I made two of these things. So that one might be the one that's snug. This is the second one I haven't shown yet. So I have a few of these on standby just in case I need one, or somebody that I know has one of these and they're like, hey dude, my detent is messed up. So this one is the other one. Yeah, so you want a little bit of resistance, but not like all kinds. And you don't have to worry about it too much. If you cut it and it's a little bit too snug, just Dremel it out a little bit more. Just carve this out a tiny bit more, and then you can fit the ammo that you want to fit through this easily. That one went through, and then that one went through. So just check that it goes through, and then whenever you're done, push this back where it goes on the body of the marker, and then snap everything back together. So yep, that's how you do it. If you need any more help or whatever, just let me know. Leave a comment, and good luck making your own detent for your HDP50 in case yours breaks and it turns into this pile of trash like these. So have a good one.